You know the tabo?
Yeah, I know tabo.
Just
The
use
fucking
that for
ball.
your ass.
Oh, whatever.
Hi everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. So today's topic is actually a very sensitive topic, and I do hope that you guys open your minds about what I'm going to say today. This is not going to be like hate. I will share you guys my honest opinions and thoughts because I'm allowed to have one, and my experience growing up in the Philippines. So I don't even know where to start, but I do have a notebook here. Look at that. So as you guys have read in the title, this video is going to be all about Glutamax's wrong advertisement. So let's get into it. What is Glutamax? Glutamax is one of the million brands that, you know, specializes in skin whitening. They are a brand that started for like a really long time now. I think it was advertised by a lot of celebrities too back then. But anyway, Glutamax is just one of those brands in the Philippines, or they might be selling in other countries as well. They prioritize or specializes in skin whitening. It could either be a soap, a deodorant, pills, so on, so forth, lotions, etc. So recently, just a couple of days ago, they released an advertisement. I don't want to use it on my channel because I don't want to get like dinged for it. So I'm just going to translate it to you guys because the video is in Tagalog, and again, I don't want to use that clip because I don't want to get dinged. I get it. There's like a fair usage policy, but I don't want to be like too technical with that. I just don't want to have any problems. Okay, so it says here, she is white and she's already pretty. Just because she's white, she got hired. Just because she's white, she looks like a celebrity. Isn't that unfair? Don't get angry. Use Glutamax. Your fair advantage. And then moving on to the next clip, it says, just because she's white, she looks rich. Just because she's white, she looks photogenic. Just because she's white, she's the boss's favorite. Isn't that unfair? Don't get mad, use Glutamax. Basically, that's what the advertisement is all about, and people went crazy. I'm actually happy that Filipinos now are standing up on their own, like they are very much accepting of this skin, but I really do think that not everybody. I think some Filipinos still wants to have like lighter skin, and that's just based on my observation. Don't like, oh my gosh, you live in America, could you shut up, you don't have that. Girl, I grew up in the Philippines all my life, so shut the Okay, now going back to the origin or like the history of why Filipinos wanted to have lighter skin is because obviously it is an influence. And then we have this visualization back in the day, like if you have lighter skin, you would look rich and prettier, something like that. I personally experienced this growing up. I was the only tan, you know, sibling, and not only friends would tease me, it's my brother's friends, and sad to say, even my own relatives would tease me about my skin color because my sisters, they would be considered as like the prettiest in our family because they're naturally light skinned, because my mom, she has a little bit of like a Latin blood, so she has like light skin and she's like kind of like a little bit freckled, but I'm, you know, I'm a perfect resemblance of my dad, wherein we're like really looking Filipino people, you know? So I got bullied for a really long time when I was young, which is really sad, and I can't forget, you know, growing up, my brother would even call me monkey girl, and then his friend would told my brother that it kind of looked like I had a 3rd-degree burn. Isn't that pathetic? And then, of course, I was young. I was only 13, 15. At 15 years old, I started to use bleach and whitening soap because I can't handle it. Come to think of it, like even my own relatives would like tease me about it. It's just horrible. So I had that mentality until I grew up. But I'm happy that now things has been changing. There are a lot of celebrities that has advertised in the past like skin lightening lotions and all of that. I'm not so certain if there are still some commercials that involve like celebrities with like lighter skin, but it's such a thing back in the day. And I'll definitely put a link down below so you guys could check out what I am talking about. These commercials are real. Like, oh, whiter, beautiful, la la la. But growing up, especially now I'm tan. There's something about the weather here that no matter how hard I try to like whiten my skin, it's just not working at all. And you're probably gonna say like, why would you do that? Okay, to me, back then, I'm not gonna be like a hypocrite, and I'm not gonna say like I'm totally against like skin whitening, because I use them myself. So I would sound like a complete joke if I'm all here like, yeah, why are you patronizing that? Now, I have my reasons why I use whitening products. First, this is just me, aside from the fact that I got bullied when I was growing up from school and all of that because I'm tan. First, I want the color of my armpit to be even. Now, this is not gonna be like happening into the world or in the Philippines if people are not like, you know, bullies in the first place. Because you know how people are, they're very judgmental. I'm not saying like I have dark armpits now. But like what I'm trying to say is that I feel so much better and confident if my armpits are white, if my kneecaps are even, and I do have a lot of scars and I wanted to lighten them up, and I think that the whitening soaps are the best tools for that. But honestly, I don't think I can achieve the whitest glow that I had before because believe it or not, I used to take pills just to whiten my skin. But then again, like ever since I started living here, like, oh wow, I feel more accepted. So it's a different thing to me. I felt like I was more accepted here than before, but now when I saw that Filipinos are like agreeing that this is wrong, I was actually really happy. And with that, then the kids, they're not gonna have a hard time growing up if they are 10, you know what I mean? Like, special thanks to Nadine, Rochelle, those, you know, celebrities that, again, like, they adapted, you know, the beautiful tan skin. Lovey Poe is beautifully tan. And I think, like, one of the proofs that skin whitening is still a thing in the Philippines, when you go to the grocery stores, you still see the business going. So people still patronize it, you know? People still buy them. When you go to a salon, a spa, a massage, there's, like, a whitening mask, whitening treatment, rosy red treatment, IV glutathione, the list can go on. But you know what, I'm not that type of person who, like, you know, ruins the fun. I feel like I'm actually very supportive. It's just that back in the day we have a different mindset, but now it's getting more clear and clear that it is okay to be tan, which I'm very thankful of, because it's going to refrain people from bullying. You know how kids are when they're young, they're like so shallow. You like see like a person who has like a dark neck, they're gonna say something about it, and then, you know, it's like a condition. Some people don't know that, and the tendency of that one is that someone loses their confidence and they would do everything they can to fix themselves. I think whitening is not different from changing your hair color, from using your contact lenses, from applying makeup, because I feel like if you use any alteration, it's considered as, you know what I mean? It's still changing you. So to me, I support girlfriends. I support people. I feel like if you are happy by the way you look, then I'm totally fine with that. But I think Glutamax made a false advertisement on this one, because it's happening, the bullying is happening, but it was like so straight to the point. Like, these are the things that we don't say to people, you know? Like, for example, me, I gain weight. You're not about to tell me like, bitch, you got fat. Don't say that, okay? Like, you know, there are like other ways to say it. I hope you guys are following. I feel like it's crazy. And this is the funnier part. I do have a lot of blogger friends as well. And it's funny because I saw one of them like did like this angry emoji, whatever. But when you look at her profile, this person is like doing an advertisement for like Koji San. Like, come on. No. It contradicts it. Like, you hate this campaign, but there you are, like, be white, dream white, whatever. It contradicts it. Like, sis, where are you going to put yourself? Decide. I really think that, in conclusion, Glutamax is totally wrong on this one. It happens in our community, sad to say. I've experienced it myself, and believe it or not, when I tried my luck back then in the Philippines, when I wanted to audition for like commercials, this and that, they only get Caucasians, those ones that are look Tisay, and foreigners, Americans, half Filipino, half this. Usually like the very good looking ones. It's a different standard in my opinion. I don't know if it changed now, but I can remember my agent told me clearly, she said like, you know what? If you got slimmer and more whiter, you're gonna get accepted like that. I know someone, what she did is that she made her skin white and she's skinny, and like in her first audition she got it right away, and I was like mind blown. Like what I mentioned, I'm naturally morena. I'll insert a pic here on my whitest white, and I'll probably insert it here. I certainly do not, like literally, because I don't have editing skills, I certainly do not look the same as right now. Do you agree? Because right now, as you guys can see, I'm just, no matter what I do, I'm just really tan, you know? I just really accepted that fact. Though there are times that, of course, I still use like whitening soaps for like my armpit, my neck, and everything, like my inner thighs, but that's just me, you know? It doesn't mean that I hate myself or whatever, but I think the whole reason why I used to use whitening before is because of the bullying, and that's it. And I'm just so glad that Filipinos are now standing up for themselves, that in whatever color you are, you're beautiful. And I really love that, because again, it's going to prevent people from like bullying people. But like what I understand, people sometimes are like so shallow. You see one flaw and they're gonna like, you know what I mean? And then I totally get that. I felt in some parts of me that people get hired by their skin color. It happened to me, okay? And they do have their standards, like what I mentioned, and like what I'm saying, I'm just so glad that it's changing now. So, in conclusion, I think Glutamax is totally wrong with that, and, you know, maybe, what if this is just like a gimmick to like, you know, attract more people, attract more traffic in their profile, but then again, it's wrong. It's so direct to the point, and we're not all ready for that. And I feel like right now everything is getting better. Filipinos are like starting to accept themselves, which is really nice, even when it comes to like the weight, different women's sizes and all of that. And I'm pretty happy with that, because I'm absolutely sure if I'm gonna have babies someday, she's gonna be tan too, and if we move back to the Philippines, then I'm gonna be like confident that she's not gonna get bullied, because John Ray, have you guys seen John Ray? He's like really tan. The bottom line is Glutamax is wrong, and I'm just so glad that Filipinos are uniting as one and saying that yes, we accept the skin color, it's beautiful, there's nothing wrong with it. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. Thank you guys so much for listening. In my opinion, I do hope that this enlightens you a little bit, that you are beautiful, and the most important thing to make yourself even more beautiful is the pureness of your heart. And as long as you're not stepping on anybody, you are absolutely 100% gorgeous. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Bye!